Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Dolphins were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Browns going up against the Dolphins. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
I always find it interesting that when we have conversations about the best wide receivers in the NFL, it's not often that Jarvis Landry's name rolls out right in the first group. But when you evaluate what he does overall, his body of work, his ability to break down defenses once he catches the ball and gets downfield and people bounce off of him, then you realize he's one of the top guys out there.
Throw left side complete. That's Weaver. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Danny Shelton is a mountain of a man who's at his best when he plays nose tackle and controls 2 and sometimes 3 gaps. Surprising the people at his weight and at his size is his stamina and his ability to move up and down the line of scrimmage to make plays.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. No, Ryan Tannehill slow to get up here. So Tannehill out. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Logan. And it's caught by Parker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now they're bootlegging with Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
2nd down, Kaiser. Rolling to his left. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. What a big-time play there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They run with Ajayi. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Nate Orchard in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Second touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. And how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nate Orchard in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Detroit!
This is Ajayi. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Off play action. Logan. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Kaiser now. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. To throw on second down, Logan. And he slides to avoid the hit. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd and 2, Logan. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw is Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns send out their punter now. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They run again with a jive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Dolphins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Browns have looked good on the road and will just...
And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Oh, what a move. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out. fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. In that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Logan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go.
To throw on third down. Logan going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Corey Coleman now, he gears up to help lead this offense again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And some space here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 29.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
Kaiser to throw it. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Kaiser with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Looking to throw. Logan. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on to punt for Miami. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Now Kaiser. Dancing. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync. Dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Play clock winding down. To throw, Kaiser throwing deep here for Coleman. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Third and long for Kaiser. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now. now as they get set to take over here.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And the Browns getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Logan.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Room past the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Logan. Over the middle, complete. It's Weaver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on second down, Logan. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Logan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green!
On first and 10, Logan. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Logan. It's caught. Stills, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on third down. Logan looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready.
you